So this is an April Air media filter. It's 4 inches thick, and I cut all of the ties on both sides and I stretched it out. It's about 20 feet long. The dimensions are 28 inches by 31 inches. And you can just see how much filtration area is present once you stretch it all of the way out. It's a lot, guys. And since we just finished our basement almost, we did all the drywalling and the flooring and all this stuff. There's a lot of drywall dust that's present on this filter, and you can see the color difference. You see these little white spots? That's where the filtration did not happen there because the air didn't get back in there. But all the dark brown spots, I mean, that's all the filter doing what it's supposed to do. So you get an idea of what a filter is supposed to look like new, which is like that, versus used, which is like this, okay? And the whole filter is filled up. Like, you don't see any like big bare spots where it was totally missed. The whole thing is all filled up. And why is that? Let me show you why. I'm back here in the mechanical room / bathroom, and you can see that my filter sits horizontally. It's this white rectangle right here. And the reason why it sits horizontally is so that when the air comes down this big silver thing, this is called the return plenum. It's this big thing right here. It comes down this, and this is all straight, guys, okay? So that the air can achieve laminar flow, smooth, slow, steady, consistent flow, and it can spread out in this huge box. You can kind of see the sides of it back there, the huge rectangular box. That box is 28 by 31. So then it comes across this filter evenly at a slow speed, okay? Then from there, then it makes a turn and goes into my heat pump, cold climate heat pump right there, and back throughout the house. But the fact that we have a large filter, a thick filter, we're getting a lot of surface area on the air, that we're slowing the air down, and that we have a straight, laminar, smooth flow going across the filter means we're getting excellent filtration. And there's all my extra filters over there that I got stacked up, ready to go. These are probably, $75 to $100 a piece. Small price to pay for breathing clean air. And you might now ask me, well, Steven, all this looks swell, I don't have the room. Do whatever you can in the space constraints that you have. You also might say, hey, Steven, this looks nice, but how do I know that this actually works? That's a great question. You know that this works by getting an indoor air quality monitor and paying attention to things like particulate matter and VOCs in your house. I'll put up on the screen right now my indoor air quality measurements compared to outside when we had all those wildfires happening up in Canada that brought all that smoke down into the Madison area last summer. My levels in my house were like a 98 or 99 out of 100. Very, very strong. When outside, it was terrible, okay? And this is all with no frills, like no UV lights, disco balls, rainbows, pots of gold, and all these extra gizmos and gadgets. This is just solid fundamentals, okay? So just to repeat, we want a straight duct going into a horizontal air filter. We want a thick filter, and we want low speeds, and that's going to really set you up for success. And once again, I've got the April Air 510 filter, and when you buy one of these media filters, you need to buy the actual filter itself, and you need to buy the housing that the filter slides into. Let me explain. These are the filters right here. They're in these boxes on the left. And the housing is this unit right here. It's this piece along with, I don't know if you can see it, it goes from here to here. So it's like a big metal frame that the filter then slides into. Another thing that you're going to want to do on your system is your ductwork is the plumbing for your air. You'll notice all this stuff. It's now hard, but I painted this on. It's kind of like a thick putty or something, or like a thick, it's a paintable material. It's called mastic, M-A-S-T-I-C, and all joints in your system should be sealed with mastic. You see it all up there? Mastic, 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 okay? You do not want to use duct tape, D-U-C-K, or, but if you did use a tape, you'd want to use a foil tape. And here's an example of a foil tape right down here. This is foil tape, okay? But this is not as secure or long-lasting as mastic is. Mastic is the best choice. It costs about $20 a bucket, and you can get it at your local big box store.